Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Devon Kirk, partner and co-head of Portage Capital Solutions, to discuss FedNow's impact on fintech and innovation in the financial services sector at large. Devon, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Great to be here.
You got it. What do you look for at Portage Capital Solutions?
So at Portage, we invest exclusively in the fintech and financial services sector. So we really believe that deep expertise is critical to being the value-added partner we aspire to be. And we're really focused on later stage opportunities within the capital solutions strategy, sits alongside our venture strategy as well.
FedNow's impact on fintech and innovation, do you think that there is going to, how is it going to impact the financial services sector overall?
Well, I think it's great to see innovation across the payments landscape. I think FedNow is just one example of the many areas of innovation that creates a lot of opportunity. I think it's good for business to be able to transact in a more seamless, cost-effective way. And it's good for fintech businesses to find ways to be able to launch competitive payments products. I think for banks, it's also an opportunity for them to compete more effectively with some of the products launched by fintechs over the last few years. But it's also going to bring some complexity for them and need to enhance really their overall technology platforms and compliance and systems as well.
I'm glad you brought that up, because my question is, how does this impact models of PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, what we're used to using already? Do you think customers migrate to something like a FedNow?
I think FedNow is going to really see a lot of traction with SME businesses and larger businesses as well. I think fintechs have a huge role to play for consumer payments in particular, but also will continue to differentiate based on their UI and the services that they're able to wrap around payments.
What are some of the trends that you're seeing in terms of M&A in the fintech space?
So I would say it's been a relatively slow year from an M&A perspective as buyers and sellers look to really find common ground on valuations. We are expecting that to pick up over the next year. So there will be companies that just aren't able to raise capital in this market environment that will be looking for a strategic home. And I think there are also, many companies that will be looking to really use this as a moment to strengthen their competitive positioning, build a moat, broaden their product offering to really improve their relevance and salience for their customer base.
What are your thoughts about this valuation reset we've seen over the past 18 to 24 months? It feels as if it almost needed to happen. Balance sheets needed to get in order. Governance really did start to matter. Profitability starts to matter versus this growth at any cost and telling a good story, in terms of the business model. Do you think this valuation reset was healthy?
I think absolutely that over the last few years, there have been, a number of more tourists in the fintech sector in particular, and some businesses that may have been misvalued. But we really have conviction on the long-term secular opportunity for fintechs. And I think for businesses that are able to navigate this rate environment, they are going to continue to see very compelling opportunities over the long term.
All right, Devon, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks for having me.